Alright, welcome to another episode of Trading the Price, a video series on trade setup for stock, future, and ETF. Today is June 25th, 2017. In this video, we're going to go back and review the stock that we discussed on the last episode of Trading the Price, which are the Apple, Facebook, Alibaba, and Tesla. Then we're going to take a look at a couple candidate in which that it shows some interesting price action that we might want to keep an eye on for potential trade possibility. So with that, let's move on and take a look at Apple. Apple, last week we were talking about that watching it to get about this 147.5 and possibly come up and test this 149.70 area and see can it get back above that. Then if it could get back above that, then maybe it might be working back up to this all-time high. But in any case, I essentially was still looking for the possibility of getting up in this zone here to watch for possible short setup and play at least back down to this 147.5 and 147.44 area. Okay, so you can see that it got a bounce here as we put out as a one possible scenario that it could bounce off of this support level, this 142.5, and it still haven't been able to get about this 147.5 yet. So we're still keeping an eye on the price action here. Is it's going to break below this trend line and come down to test this level here, and then possibly work itself down to a lower level. So right now the watch is still on for the possibility of getting some sort of a short setup. Okay, and then on Facebook. Facebook, we spoke about that, taking out this pivot high, and if we could take out this pivot high, then it could be working up back up to its all-time high, and it seems like it is doing that. Then the other scenario was it continued to come down and possibly setting up a little bit of a head and shoulder top. As you can see, the price action seems to negate that, and right now we're essentially looking at the possibility to see could it take out its all-time high and see where it's going to go from there. But still looking for some sort of a pullback into the channel here, because we look at the weekly price, and you can see that there is this price channel, and it is outside of this price channel, and looking for some sort of a pullback in the near term back into this price channel to maybe set up another possible buying opportunity for the longs to swing up. So we'll just keep an eye on Facebook right now. There's really not that much of a swing trade opportunity in my mind for proper risk and reward type of a setup. And then the other one was Alibaba. Alibaba was looking for this thing to chop around and come down and fill this gap here. And as you can see that it did get a bounce after the quad witching Friday and gapped up. So right now it seems to try to get back above this pivot, and we're saying if we could get back above this this high level, then there might be a possibility that it is walking back up to this all-time high. But right now, if this thing sort of come back down and break this 135.26 or this pivot level here, then it could be setting up this double top here, and we'll still be looking at this gap fill. So just kind of keeping an eye on the price action. It is working on an inside bar setup, so we could basically just look at this pivot high as a break above or break below. Then we'll see get a little bit of a general direction of a near-term move. Okay. And then the Tesla, we're saying Tesla, constantly, continuously squeezing the short, and we're thinking about this last week. Maybe this little pattern here might set it up to take it below this pivot low, then come down and test this 350 area. But as you can see that once again it went and squeezed these shorts here and moved out and made a new all-time high. So we continue to watch Tesla to see how it play out, because this thing is just not the proper time to try to go short on it yet. We need to see something of this sort of a blowout, and maybe that might give us a clue that some pullback might be forthcoming. But right now, it's pretty tricky to try to short this thing. So let's move on and take a look at the first candidate for price watch here. The first one is Snap, the parent company of Snapchat. As you can see, I get this downward price channel here, and you note that it recently tested the IPO issue price, which is $17, right? Okay, and I found some buyers there, so essentially got some support. And then you should notice that here we have this doji, spinning top doji, and right now the price is coiling inside of this engulfing candle here. So one could basically looking at the possibility that this 17 level is this near-term low, and we could play it couple way, right? One is that we could play at this pivot, okay, setup, or the other way is you could play this inside bar, day type of a setup breakout. So depending on what your plan is and your risk tolerance, but here is some example on the price level, potential price level to look at. So if we have some sort of risk and reward setup on based on these price level, then you can see that if it get up to this gap fill here, right? Okay, this gap fill area, then essentially we're looking at the potential of 6R, okay, 6 times of the risk. Okay, that's basically your reward, and here's your 3R here, okay, at this level. Okay, again, we got a little bit of a price gap here, so these are the level that you might be want to look at as a potential upside. Then again, if it come down and take out the 17, let's go below this issue price, then there's a possibility that it could head lower. So that's the price level to watch for Snap. Then the other one is Under Armour. Okay, so Under Armour, we look at this right here. I essentially got a trading band, right, going to here, and the last time it came down to the lower band here, it got a low bounce and went and broke this upper band, okay, upper boundary, and then we see it pull back. So right now it's pulling back to the support area, and also you got a rising trend line on here for these higher low. So essentially what I'm looking at right now is that once again it got an inside day working here, inside bar setup working here. Okay, so you might want to take a look at the possibility of saying, if this indeed is a support for this retracement, and looking for this thing to break out, this time break out of this band and move above this and possibly work its way up to fill this gap, then you can see that there is the potential of 6R of risk and reward again. Okay, so that's basically the setup, price level to kind of keep an eye on for Under Armour. So good luck on your trading. And once again, if you find this video informative, please give it a like by clicking the thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber to this video channel and like to get notification of all future video, please subscribe to this video channel. And thank you for watching, and good luck on your trading.